All right, boys, now remember last week's episode, we lost to Bayern Munich, we were 6 points behind, they had 2 games in hand, and with only 10 games to go. I decided to plough on to the end of the season because I thought we were going to finish second, and you never guess what happened. That's right, we actually became champions. Now, the last game of the season, Bayern Munich went on a horrendous run. Towards the back end of last season, they were very busy with Champions Leagues. The last game of the season, they were ahead on head-to-head. Is it going head-to-head? Head-to-head or goal scored, whichever one it is. Which one is it? Goal difference. They were miles ahead, as you can see, on goal difference, up until the last game of the season when we won 5-0 and they lost. They lost, we won, we nicked the title from Bayern in the last game of the season. We beat Leverkusen 5-0 and we had this goal to finish it all off. Moukoko back from injury, off the bench, last minute of the game, 90 plus 2, and he just dinks the keeper. Hopefully this year we could keep him fit and firing for the new season. However, he's got some competition. Brian Brobby. We'll go with Brobby. Brian Brobby came in to replace Moukoko during that spell, and he finished the season incredibly well. 12 games in all competitions, 7 goals, 10 assists. 10 assists for Brian Brobby last year. Average rating of 7.55. So Moukoko's got a little bit of work to do. It's not a given. We are going to go with him and start with him today. But today we are starting the new season with Dortmund in the league. But he's going to make sure Moukoko hits the ground running because now this guy, Brian Brobby, Brian Brobby will be waiting to take his place. Okay, start of season 2. Let's see the transfers. Main player release, the only one really, Lucas Piszczek. He has gone 36 years old. Not a bad signing for anyone if you can get a tune out of him. We had cover in this area. We've obviously strengthened as well. So he's gone on a free. The biggest sale we have done is Manuel Akanji now. Not a bad player. He actually ended up having a pretty good season for us. I've let him go to Bayern Munich. 2 reasons. I thought the money was good for him. 44.5 million. We've also strengthened in this area as well. We've got Zagadou. We've got Collins coming through. We've signed another centre-half. We've still got Hummels with us at the moment. So, yeah, I thought it was good business. It's given us the opportunity to have money in the bank again. So if we need to go again in January, we can do that. We're still looking at a couple of players, a couple of areas that I really do want to strengthen in. So Akanji is gone. I think 44.5 million. I don't think, look, 57. Our scout only says 57. So I think that's good business. Next one's gone, Thomas Delaney. Now, I wasn't that keen on letting him go. I didn't necessarily push him out the door until a few clubs came sniffing. I got 27.5 million from Spurs, 29 years old. He's going to be 30 next month. We're trying to get these old ones out and allow these young players to come through. We obviously strengthened in that defensive midfield area. So Delaney joins Akanji out. Big bit of business. Next one gone, Thorgan Hazard. He barely played for us, to be honest. And when he did, he wasn't very good. 1 goal in 13 Bundesliga games, 4 assists, 7 average rating. He was whinging a lot about game time. He was on a high-ish wage. We've got 23 million. Remember, in the wide areas, we've still got Royce, Bellingham, Reyna to come through, Sancho. It didn't make sense to have another one here who was going to be unhappy, and we've managed to cash in. Witzel's gone. Player that I do like in the game, but he's 32. He had 1 year left on his deal as well. We managed to get 18.5 million for him. I think that's a good bit of business. We've strengthened with 2 or 3 players in the defensive area anyway. So, yeah, he's gone. He was on a big bit of money as well. He would have probably left for free in the summer if we hadn't played him much. So it made sense to cash in and get another big chunk of cash. And then I suppose the other noticeable, generally Toylan was away on loan somewhere last year. I had nightmares of him from last year's game. I think it was Fm20 when I was doing Deportivo save. I didn't want to go anywhere near him this year, so we've managed to get rid of him for 4.4 million. First one in, Daniel Simu is a free transfer from Chelsea. We took a bit of a punt. He's in our second team. I did like his physicals. He's probably not going to be good enough, but I just thought we've kind of released a lot of players in the Dortmund 2. We've called up Collins from Dortmund 2 as well, so like the young Nigerian centre-half. So we've brought him in, free transfer. He will do pretty well for us in the second. He's not going to be able to hit hit the first team, I don't think, but it was a freebie, and it's just boosted our second team squad a little bit. Eric Garcia is in. We finally managed to bring him in. 69 grand a week. Obviously, there was a lot of interest in him. Free transfer as well, as you know, his contract's out at the end of the season. Probably be a backup because we've signed someone better. Goalkeeper, potential to be number one. He looks like an evil Norwegian. 20 years old. He had a release clause of 7.5 billion that we've hit from Vålerenga. As I said, only 20 years old. He's looking like he's going to be a decent goalkeeper. We've still got Berkey. I would like to get another keeper in. So you guys down in the comments, let me know of any goalkeeper suggestions. Remember, they need to be under the age of 21. So as soon as they hit 21, I can't sign them. And remember, we're now in season 2. So players like Meslier at Leeds United is too old. Let me know down in the comments because we have got a little bit of money to spend to bring in another goalkeeper. Next one through the door, Manuel Ugarte. What did we pay? 8.75 million for him. 20 years old. Probably just going to be a backup, but he's got a little bit of everything. He can do both roles, defensive midfield. He's a little bit average across the board, but as a squad player, I think he's going to be more than useful. 20 years old as well, obviously, so has got the potential to improve. We need to get some of these up. Ideally, I want tackling to be a little bit better, but his physicals are good, mentals are good, technique is all decent. 14, 13, 15, few 14s, few 13, so yeah, decent bit of business. Luis Bayer is in. Remember, we did this deal in January for him. We got him for 9.25 million. He's already turned 21, but tremendous mentals, tremendous physicals, technicals all right as well. Crossing 10, dribbling, marking's very good, tackling's very good. 6'2", a very, very good defender. Really looking forward to using this player. To start, we've played alongside Emre Can. I remember we were playing with a Volante, and I can't remember what I'm going with, either a halfback or a deep line playmaker or something. Sandre is in. 16.75 million. We met his release clause. Only 18 years old. Obviously, 5-star potential. Not the biggest, but strength is pretty good for a 5'9" wonder kid. Stamina 15. Natural fitness. Pace is all decent. Passing good. Tackling's pretty good as well. 14 tackling. First touch is pretty good. A lot of these are going to hit the greens of 15 very, very soon. I'm pretty chuffed about him. I've never actually played with Sandre, so I'm really looking forward to having him in the squad this season. One of the biggest signings, Benoit Badiashile, is in. Left-footed, tremendous physicals, 6'4". What's he, 20 years old? Mentals are going to be up and around where we need them to be as well. Technicals, not the best. I suppose actually I'm wrong. Marking 14, passing 14, tackling 15, technique 13, heading 15. Superb signing for us. He cost us 31.5 million. I think it can go up. I think they've got like a 30% profit sale on it as well, but we're not looking to sell him. We're looking to have him for the long term. And the last one in, Eduardo Camavinga, has got a lot of work to do, especially in his physicals, but he is only 18. We've picked him up for a decent price of 40 million. Once again, 30% sell-on clause, 4 set stadlands, but we're not going to sell him. They wanted that in, so I was quite happy to, if that was going to get the deal over the line. So now in the middle of midfield, we've got him, we've got Camavinga, we've got Ugarte, we've got Sandre, and we've also got Emre Can. Also got Dahoud as well. So 5 midfielders, very well stocked in there now. Very happy with the business we have done. So that means we've spent a total of 114 million, 119 million out. We've still got, guys, 87.5 million in the bank if we need to do some business. But the squad is looking pretty good. We've got, obviously, Berkey still here. He's still actually a really good goalkeeper. But if we can just find that new goalkeeper, and absolutely, I have tried to sign the Belgian guy, Martin van Dort, and for some reason, minimum release fee clause, 25.5 million. Clubs in continental competition. For some reason, when I go and bid for him, it then doesn't appear in here. So I don't know if it's a bug. So what was it? 25.5. We'll do 26 to make it. And they want 45. I think it's a bug. A little bit annoying because I did want him in, but they want just a little bit too much for him. A little bit too much for him. But if we can't find anyone else, we may have to go big with him. Alright, so the squad is looking pretty good. We've got decent goalkeepers, centre halves. We've got Garcia, Hummels, Zagadou, Badiashile and Collins. We will try and... I've just taken Hummels off the transfer list just because I thought it would help. No offers really came in for him. I did think it would probably help us just morale-wise with keeping him a little bit happier. He's got 1 year left on his deal, so he can just go free transfer at the end of the season. Right backs, we've got Murray, Meunier and Bayer and Paslak. I am trying to get rid of Meunier, finding that very difficult. Murray does okay as a backup. I'm actually quite impressed with Felix Paslak. He is, 23 years old, so still quite young. I'm more than happy for him to be a backup for us. Left side, we've still got Guerrero and Schultz. We had a couple of offers in for both of them, but nothing of real that made me want to sell them. Left back is maybe an area where we look to strengthen next season. Central midfield, we've got Camavinga, Agate, Dahoud, Reyna, Emre Can. Emre Can, obviously, we're very well stacked in there. Reyna's was a 2-year loan. We obviously won't renew that at the end of the season, even though we're not paying a penny of his wages, which is pretty good. Out wide areas, we've got Jadon Sancho, Bellingham. We've got Sergio Gomez, who was out on loan last season at Huesca, but he's a pretty decent player, 20 years old, brilliant technicals. Physical's not great, but he can do the wide playmaker roles pretty good for us. We've still got Royce, but obviously he's now 32. He's got 2 years left on his deal. We'll probably just let that run, and then obviously he's not going to get it renewed. Julian Brandt, we had one deal. I tried to be a little bit picky with Bayern. We got up to around 50 million for him, but it was staged over appearances stuff, and I went big, and I thought they'd do it, and they didn't in the end. And now they've signed Asensio, so we may be stuck with him. He may then change his mind. If no deals come in, he may change his mind, and we may be able to keep him. Because he's only 25, he's going to be an outstanding player, especially when Royce goes. It'd be good to keep hold of him. So we've got decent stack in there. And obviously we've got the front four of Brobbey, Haaland, Arezzo, Youssef Moukoko. There's Moukoko, looking pretty good. Still only 16 years old. He's only saying the maximum 4.5 star, but we will get it back. We will get him back. And then obviously Haaland, you want to see, he's already started the season very well. He finished the season with 36 league goals, 41 in all competitions, 36. He missed a few league games, he missed a few cup games as well. So what did he play? He only actually played 4 games, 4 continental games. Hopefully this season we'll see him hit 50 goals. And that's it. That is it. The tactic is we're still rocking with this. I am half tempted to change this one and have him been just a bit of a player, but because these players are getting into narrow positions, we need our fullbacks getting high and wide. So we may just keep it for now. It's done as well. We don't need to change anything just yet. Okay, it is Frankfurt today. First league game of the season. Let's go. All right, boys. So we've actually got an injury to Badiashile. He is out for 2 to 3 weeks. So we're going Zagadou and Garcia. I'm going to give Klaassen a little go in goal. Bayer, Guerrero. I'm also going to give Julian Brandt a go on this left-hand side. You know, Royce is good, but he is 32. Maybe if we just play him over these first sort of like 10 games of the season, it may just change his mind. Sancho on the right-hand side, very good. End to the season for him. Expecting better things from him playing in this wide playmaker role. We're going to go with Camavinga and Emre Can, Haaland and Moukoko up front. And on the bench, we've got Paslak, Hummels, Schultz, Sandri, Royce, Bellingham, Reyna, Brobbey and Arezzo. Very good squad. Let me know down in the comments what you think to the transfers in the squad. Where do we need to strengthen next? Okay, boys, here we go. First game of the season. We didn't start the season well last year. It took a while for us to get going. So I would really like us to really kick on this season. Obviously, Bayern are going to be at us. They're going to be desperate to get the title back. Obviously, they won about... How many did they win in a row? About 8 or 9, was it? We've said we've still got a little bit of money in the bank, but just for now, I'm happy with the balance on the squad. Yes, we could have maybe another goalkeeper in. Yes, maybe a backup right back. Another probably left back, so we can let go maybe Guerrero, get a new left back in. So let me know down in the comments what we could have. Moukoko's going through early on. We're in. First highlight. Oh, it's hit the post. Moukoko nearly got us up and running. He's injured. Brilliant. Sancho's injured. Moukoko's injured. Gashed up a leg. I'll ignore it for now. Right, we're going to have to do Sancho though, because he's done, look, by the looks of it, his knee ligaments. So, tell you what, we might as well just do both of them while they're injured. Brobbey on. We're not getting any luck. We're not getting any luck at all with Moukoko. And then let's go Royce on this right hand side. So 2 subs before we've even got half an hour in. Right, we've got a corner. Brobbey's there. It's been cleared. Oh, they're not breaking on us. Ahmad, is that Diallo? It is. He's going to be hard to catch. Done well. Royce has done very well. Bayer, Camavinga, into Royce. It's clipped in Haaland. Left foot, surely. Smash. Wide. Okay, half time. I'm going to say I'm happy with that. I just starting to think maybe the wide playmakers on both sides aren't necessarily helping us as much. We're quite something to have a look at. I think I'll let it run for the next few games and see how we get on. But we've only created 4 opportunities, even though we've had the better chances. Are we getting a penalty? Oh, ref's going for a run. Penalty. Haaland stepping up. Surely he's going to absolutely smash it. Yeah, top corner. Good penalty. We're up and running 1-0. But attacking wise, we're struggling. Royce is on 6.4, Brandt 6.3, Burberry 6.5, Haaland was 6.4 until he smashed that in. He's gone up to a 6.8. Right. Are they going to respond straight away? Sebastian Rudd. Just over the bar. Grass for a little. We're going to encourage. Right, Guerrero. Flicked on. We'll get the seconds. We should do because we've got 2 holders. Camavinga has given it away quite wastefully, but Emre Can takes over. That is going to be a red card. It is. Barcock. Right, Brandt struggling. I'm going to go Reyna. Just maybe thinking on that left-hand side, I really want Sancho to stay as an advanced playmaker, wide player, because he's doing quite well. Maybe we just change the left-hand side just to give us an extra option. Maybe play with a winger on that side. Could be a better option. Robbie's there over the bar. Let's just have a little look what we could do. See, a lot of these are right-footed. I don't really want to go down the route of inverted winger. I think, if anything, it needs to be a winger just to give us a bit of balance and being able to maybe open the play out a little bit more. But we're going to nick a 1-0. The heat map, if you can just see the heat map is better. We've now got Guerrero pushing up, and then in turn that does push up the wide playmaker. I think we were just under the pressure a little bit more in the first half. 1-0, there it is. We're up and running. Let's see what Moukoko's out for. He's out for 6 days to 2 weeks. Sancho's out for 2 to 3 weeks. Maybe a good idea to get him off when we did. Bayern Munich picked up a 2-1 win. I'll very quickly show you their transfers because we're really interested in Bayern, aren't we? They've spent 187 million. They've bought Akanji, obviously Upamecano because this is the updated database. Marcus Edwards, interesting, from it's a Spurs. He was at Spurs, wasn't he, Marcus Edwards? From Vitória Guimarães. Asensio's in. Omar Richards, which is obviously a pretty done deal as well. And then out, Nicolas Soul. He was transfer listed. Unfortunately, we couldn't sign him. Otherwise, I definitely would have tried to get him in. And Cousins has gone to Marseille. All right, guys. Oh, no. Javi Martinez is gone. David Alaba's gone on a free as well to Liverpool. All right, guys, that is it. Thank you very much for watching. Let me know down in the comments. We're looking at a goalkeeper, maybe looking at a left back. What do we do with that left side of midfield? Let me know down in the comments. Thank you very much for watching. The episode 3 now back to Wednesday. Just ran over a little bit. Got a bit behind on the recording. Thank you to all the patrons that are going up the screen right now. Thank you very much for your support. If you're interested in the Patreon and all the perks that comes with it, links down in the description below. Go check it out. Make sure you've liked today's video for me. Subscribe if you haven't, and we'll see you next week. They tell us lies and